visiting the Blue Hills Reservation, which is one of my favorite places to go to because it's a really great escape from the city because it's really close to Boston or the Providence area. One of my favorite stops in this area is the Trailside Museum, which is run by the Audubon Society of Massachusetts and is a great place to learn about the animals that inhabit this area, including this awesome barn owl behind me. One of the best things to do in the Blue Hills is to hike. With over 125 miles of trails, there's something for everyone, ranging from the pretty easy to the more rugged. And today we're heading up to Great Blue Hill, even though the temperature is barely above freezing. But it should be a good short little hike, and we will see you at the top! After a lot of huffing and puffing, we finally made it to the top of Great Blue Hill, which is the highest point in the park at 635 feet tall. The state of Massachusetts actually got its name from the Native American name for this hill, Massachusetts, but it was later on renamed by early European explorers who thought the hills had a bluish tinge as they viewed them from offshore due to the presence of rebecite in the rocks. So from the top, you can keep going on those 125 miles of trails, one of the most popular being the Skyline Trail, which gives you great views of Boston. We've made it back down to level ground, thankfully, and we're taking a quick stop here at Houghton's Pond. Houghton's Pond is what you call a kettle pond, which means that it was formed when a glacier retreated across this area about 10,000 years ago. These days, it's a really popular spot, especially in the summer, where you can take a refreshing dip after your hike. Today, I think swimming would be a little too refreshing for me, so we're going to give it a miss. We're at our final destination in the Blue Hills for today, which is Ponkapoag Pond. I am really fond of this area, not just because it's fun to say the name Ponkapoag, but I'm particularly a fan of this nifty little boardwalk area that goes through an Atlantic white cedar bog, which is home to a bunch of endangered species, and I think it's just kind of magical. So we're going to go take a walk through the boardwalk and see what we can find. Go! We're very literal about the boardwalk part of it. You only get one board and it might be underwater half the year. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it all the way out to the lake today because it was just a big ice slick towards the end. But it's definitely amazing to see how different this place looks at all the different times of year. And in the summer, you can actually look for cool plants of the carnivorous variety, like sundews and pitcher plants, so maybe we'll come back and look for those later on. But for now, that's our tour of the Blue Hills for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're inspired to get outside and explore.